Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Today to My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. I'm giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. And today we're about to unstuff some bills and sinking funds to cover expenses or charges that we've done all throughout December. But first, we need to unstuff my cash wallet. This is the book, Erin Condren notebook that I use for my unstuffings. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. And I need to unstuff my cash wallet buffer because it has, majority of the categories have backup sinking funds. So we need to get the rollover cash there before we start our bill exchange, condensing, and pretty much this is a part of my closeout. So groceries, it doesn't have a limit, but I do want to count it. And we have 1, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 119. Card use, the goal is 75. So anything over 75 will roll to a backup envelope. 20, 40, 50, 60, wait, 20, 40, 60, 75. So no rollover here. Next is home goods. The goal is 60. So 20, 40, 60. So we have $1 to roll. And that goes to home decor. I was thinking, I mentioned to you guys, was thinking about putting the cash wallet buffer into a reloadable gift card. Kind of, so it's like the limit is what it is. Once it's tapped out, it's tapped out. But as I research, there's usually some kind of fee involved. So, that's okay. I'll just open a checking account and use it as debit if I'm that pressed to do that. But, so we just want to add this to home decor. We'll be counting this in a different video. So moving on to dine out. Dine out. The goal is 75, 20, 40, 60, 75. So we can put this back. And what's extra is $50. We did not eat out at all. Actually, well, the past 2 weeks or 4 weeks, we didn't eat out. But I just stuffed my cash wallet Sunday, and Sunday night we ate out. So in my wallet, the eating out is empty. So we reward ourselves when we do not eat out by having what we save go to our travel vacation fund. And so we're going to add 50 today. And so we now have 51, 20, 40, 5, 50, 55, 56, so 156 in vacation. And this is just rollover. And so here, what I've been doing all year was just, if I had rollover to add to my vacation envelope, I'll use this tracker to track it. Just so, like, I give myself an idea, like, if I completed this, I would have saved at least $360 in rollover. And so we know all I have is these two remaining. And this one is questionable. Yeah, I think, okay, no, we have these three. So we gave it 50, so this is 30, 45, so close. We saved over 300. So let me get this colored in. I'm just gonna use the same color. Am I out of camera? Let me bring it up here. And we did use the cash because we just counted 155, We had a vacation back in June, so most of the rollover rent went there that we saved throughout this year. And so this is just almost like the after the vacation rollover is what it works out to be. So I like having this information just so I know like an average of how we boost our vacation fund. Moving on to Fam Jam, and the kids are starting over pretty much. Their goal is 60. They only have 20. Beauty has 20, 40, 53. And so the goal in Beauty, I believe, is 75. And then Miscellaneous, I don't think Miscellaneous has a goal. Oh, no, yes it does. 75 as well. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. And as I count, there's really nothing to condense. So Ragnar, his goal is 50, so he has 28. And Hang Time, the goal was 75. We did spend 50, so we're left with 40. I can't condense this, so I might come back and do that. And then Donations does not have a goal, so it has 25, and I can condense this. So I'm gonna put this to the side. I wrote the binders down that I need to pull from, and what's in the binder and the amount here at the bottom. So everything at the end we should have 860. Here the kids already did their unstuffing, and I already put that into the bank, which was a total of $422. Both kids saved $324, but they put different amounts in the bank because they have the option to keep cash or put it in their checking account. So my daughter, but we're making efforts to learn as much as we can and then invest as much as we can. I opened up Fidelity youth accounts. They both put in 120. So the thought process, well, how we come up with 120, $10 per month. That was the majority. And I was, explaining to them about paying yourself first. And 2 ways we do that is invest and save. Olivia put 83. We were just trying to round up the interest. They've been putting like hundreds, like even numbers. And so the interest in her account was 17. The interest in Zay's account was 33. Because I opened the check savings accounts different times. Like they both saved $200. So they have $400 to go into savings. But instead of me opening one savings here and one savings there, I put the $400 into a CD to see how the CD performed. And so when it released, I just assigned that to Zay. So he has the most interest. To keep it even, I wrote the 75 in parentheses because basically what I did, because it was my mess up, I forgot that, how I was supposed to play this out and just divide the interest between both kids. I gave Olivia back 12, and then I just covered the $8 that Zay needed to get to 75. So I took $20 from my checking account buffer to cover that and have it as close as even as possible. So just explaining that part. So my daughter wanted to round up what was in her checking account, so she gave some $9 to it. And then Zay didn't put anything to checking because he kept all his cash. And the difference, as I mentioned, they saved $324. My daughter, I made her a new binder. Let me share that with you guys real quick. I was going to do it in the 2025 setup, but let me show you that real quick so you guys can see what I'm referring to. So here it is. We both got new binders from BZ's Things. My daughter loves all things purple. So I show her the lilac and this like mauve, and she went with this color. So this is her old envelopes. And so they're working on a 1,000 starter emergency fund as one of their challenges for 2025. So they got started with that. And she had $5 left over, so that's what that is. So this is not the new envelopes, it's the old envelopes. Let's see. I wanted to have fun making some envelopes, and I got creative, and I really had enjoyed myself. And so I surprised my daughter with the binder and the envelopes. She just had fun writing down her categories, because she got quite a few new categories. So with the cash that she kept from her challenge, she stuffed her new envelopes. And so that's what we're seeing. So she focused heavily on the categories that was most important to her, and every envelope got something. So if you see $1, it's because she felt like it's not important at this current time. So she has her tech, and you guys, I had a blast making these envelopes. Prom, and I have here hair, dress, shoes, makeup, nails, tickets. And she was like, I love the bows, Mom. I love them. I'm like, yeah, I know. I knew you would. So just so you guys can see a little bit better. And I did the backs of the envelopes white. It just made the color pop with no cash. So, and this one, I was debating to make over because it's so light, but the butterfly is the apostrophe. It's supposed to read Olivia Spending, but it kind of doesn't look like that. Let's see. Her investing. So she put prop cash in here for her new investing journey. Her hang time envelope. Her emergency fund. So she has 2 emergency fund envelopes, and that's because this is the one that's been established, and this one is her challenge to get to 1K. And she just, so this was her other favorite envelope. So, and then eating out, I just love, like, I was thinking about sweater weather, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's put that on the envelope. Christmas. This is the one I was testing out with this font and the bows. I feel like I should have changed the font, but you know, we both still like it. And then this is one I made for myself, and she really liked it. So sneak peek. Beauty, hair, nails, self-care, skincare. And the last one, all things school. You know, the white high, like knee-high socks, and they have the 3 stripes at the top. That's where I got the inspiration from for this. So, in all things school is, you know, any kind of activity outside of prom, homecoming, just anything that comes up at school she needs money for. We started that, and then she started her driver's license envelope in her very first envelope from her savings challenge. And yeah, so she just kept that here. I'm supposed to be making her 2 new envelopes, so to cover those. Just a little sneak peek of what I've been doing. But let's get into this unstuffing. So we're gonna start with my personal binder. I mentioned in my last video, I got a puppy, and her name is Noche. So I'm trying to speed it up now. She's up and probably she'll be communicating that she wants out soon. So wellness needs 41. So 20, 30, 40, and 1 leaves us with 54. I'm revamping my supplements, and so I've been doing some research, and I found 4 new supplements I'm going to add, but I'm going to remove about 6, reducing what I'm taking currently. So I'm looking forward to see how that plays into my regimen and workouts. Next is the month of hair binder, and we need $120 from Canva. And Actually, let me move this over here. And that should be everything in Canva. So 51 and 20. My Canva subscription, I believe it's due, I think it's due like early January, but in my mind is December 31st. Next is my challenge binder. We completed our CD ladder. I set a goal to open 4 CDs this year at 400. So that's $1,600. We're going to take out the cash for the last CD of this year, which will start in January. And so that's 152, 250, 270, 290, 310, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. Wait a minute. Let's just put this 150 to the side. 152, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 400. Okay. And with that, we have a tracker to complete. So we opened CDs in April. We saved it. We gave ourselves 3 months to save. So at the end of March, that money went into the bank and I opened a CD the 1st of April. Same thing, the 1st of July, we opened a CD. 1st of October, opened a CD. And so now we completed it in December. The 1st of January, I'm going to open that CD. And so each level is 100 and we get to color in 4. That is going to wrap up our CD ladder for 2024. And this is round 1. I'll have another sheet printed for round 2. And I'm still working on like my final look. This is just was my rough draft so I can get a tracker going. Okay. And moving on to the family binder. I need to unstuff Christmas, which is back here in the back. So Christmas 2024. I do have a Christmas 2025. Yeah, I always keep them separate. Once it's completed, I set a goal for 900. And yes, we spent all 900, then some. I'll pop on the screen I have a buffer from last year, and I think it was 91.75. And so we need a total of 193. We should have 113 in cash. And I keep it in this envelope because I was traveling with it this year, Christmas shopping. So 51, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 113. And plus the 90 I'm going to transfer. So that's 193. Next is the home and auto binder. Home decor. I need $37. I end up buying a lamp. Well, I guess it's not considered a lamp. It's pendant light for the foyer. So that was what I said, 37. Home decor. And so we need 20, 30, 5, and 7. And the last envelope is the purge. And my purge envelope is for my organization. At the end of the year, I do a mass cleaning, organizing, and I started pretty early. I think back in September. So I realized that in my office I have a file cabinet, like a traditional file cabinet, but I found one that's it has a file cabinet at the bottom, and it has shelves, and it's almost like a ladder. Really nice. So I got that and some new file folders. And so that came to $164. And so what I'm gonna do is there's 200 in the bank and 100 in cash. So I'll take 100 from the bank, and then we'll break this 100 so I can put the change back and not have to swap it out with prop bills. So 64, we need 36 to go back. And get a better 20. So 20, 30, 5, and 6. So perfect. I will be right back. I'm going to pause right here before we finish out, counting up everything and making sure we have what we need to go back to the bank, because I need to take the old pup out. Okay, you guys, I am back. So we're going to count up and make sure we have 875 or 865, which is going to end up being 765 because of the prop bill. But we're going to just count and make sure it's 865 represented right here. So hopefully my math is correct. And the only thing I'm going to condense in this video is my cash wallet buffer, because the majority of everything is going back to the bank. And so we have 1 in the prop. Let me grab my calculator. So 200 in real cash, 51, 52, 53, 350, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 875. Let me see here if I did my math wrong or was my counting wrong. So 41, 120, 400, 113, 37, and 164. Oh, see? It was my math over here. So we're just going to put 775. I'll leave it at 8 and 100 prop from the purge. And I need to transfer that. Okay. Now that that is done, we can move on with no issue. So bringing back out the cash wallet buffer. I know it was towards the back here in donations. We can give it a 20. And then hang time, we can give it a 20. And I believe that was it. I want to check the bills here. I'll switch out this 1 and this 5. Is it me or are y'all the same way too? I mean, raise your hand in the comments. Like, you refuse to give the bank good bills. Like, I will go through my challenges before I take this money back and make sure I'm not giving the bank no nice bills. Because, girl, you can guarantee they're going to give you the crappy bills. Like when I just took the kids' cash yesterday, I keep some ones when I do my garage sales. And I always keep the crappiest ones I come across and just put them over there. And I took all those disgusting $1 bills to the bank. And switched out some ones in my $20 Tuesday challenge. Yeah. I was like, no, because y'all don't y'all don't care. Just give it out. Just have all kinds of mess on it. Okay, and I'm sure that is it, because groceries, we couldn't do anything and everything else was condensed already. So yeah, that's all we're gonna do for this video as far as condensing. And there may be 5 or less envelopes that I keep in cash, which for sure is Christmas and the kids back to school and birthdays and wellness. Those 4 for sure. Think my month ahead binder. But everything else, we're just gonna take back to the bank. So that's why I didn't really want to get into condensing those, because we're not gonna keep the cash anyway. So, but this $7.75 will be going back to the bank, and yeah, $7.75. But let me make this note too. Plus 90 that I need to transfer from Christmas. Because when I do my end of the month spreadsheet, I use this to pull my deductions, like what I spent. So 875, 90, and so it was 965 total that was spent for December. And let me write transfer. And so that is it, you guys. And I will see you in the next one. So I'm going to get this to the bank so I can get it deposited and paid and dispersed where it needs to go. So my huge unstuffing, I can focus on separately, and like that number is separate from my other deposits, because it's kind of keep me on track. Like with the kids, me seeing that 422 deposit, I know that was deposited into my main checking account to go to the Capital One, which is where we have most of our sinking funds, and all of the kids' accounts in Capital One. But I opened an Ally account, and I'm going to start my CDs over there. So for the January CD, it's going to start at Ally. My current CDs are at Navy Federal. I want to compare the two. Whichever one wins, I'll have all CDs in one spot. But yes. So that is it, you guys. And I will chat with you in the next one. Bye, you guys.